Introducing your 2011 AAA Blues. Defenseman. Number 2, Patrick Komodowski. Defenseman. Number 7, Hutch Rubis. Forward. Number 9, Tyson Boyer. Defenseman. Number 10, John Peterson. Defenseman. Number 11, Malachi Smith. Defenseman. Number 12, Linus Brooks. Forward. Number 13, Brandon Bauer. Forward. Number 16, Braden Harris. Forward. Number 17, Jackson Giorgio. Defenseman. Number 19, Emerson Minimin. Forward. Number 21, Mason Blanchard. Forward. Number 27, Grant Fugner. Forward. Number 29, Ian Bowers. Goalie. Number 30, Max Stutzer. Goalie. Number 31, Luke Scanapieko. Forward. Number 66, Braden Schneider. Forward. Number 85, Gordon Crowley. Forward. Number 88, Luke Wessel. Forward. Number 91, Jonathan Zilm. Forward. Number 93, Ben Spatansky.
Okay, let's go.
Good evening, Blues fans. We are live here at the Arctic Ice Arena in Chicago, Illinois for the Blues' third game of the weekend. Tonight they take on the Chicago Fury, who they beat 7-2 last night. Blues beat the Windy City Storm this morning 6-4. Game 3 will be now, and then Blues will play the Storm again tomorrow. Blues finish up their chat in front of the net, and they go to the bench for final instruction. Danny Boyer and I will be back to get this game underway here shortly. And we are ready to get the first period underway. 16 minutes on the clock. Blues will be trying some new things tonight as Rubis serves his game misconduct from the game earlier today. Schneider will be playing defense with Smith. Giorgio will start this game centering Boyer and Zilm. Ref pushes them back, so it's going to be one of those games. Face off, one back to Schneider. He quickly goes to Smith. Smith crosses the red line. He puts it in deep. Blues get in on the forecheck. Puck is in the corner, stopped by Zilm as he tries to clear it. They come out to the sideboards right back to Zilm. Boyer reverses, goes behind the net for Giorgio. Giorgio out to Schneider at the point. Schneider, he puts it in deep. He has it deflected, and that, I think they thought it went out of play, but it bounced right back down in play, and the whistle was blown. Fury send out a fresh line 23 seconds here into the game. Blues will continue with Giorgio, Zilm, and Boyer up front. Smith and Schneider continue on defense. Face-off is a tie-up. Fury come away with it. They try to clear. They get it to the neutral zone. Schneider has his man get around him. It goes all the way down to the corner. Malachi Smith takes the hit and holds it there. Giorgio comes in, pushes it behind the net. Fury get to it. Malachi Smith stays on him, plays the body. They try to put it towards the front. They get it. Shot. That goes just wide. Schneider goes to the sideboards, hits his man, knocks him off the puck. And now he battles for it. He's got two Fury player on him. Schneider hits his man again, gets the puck away, sends it up to Boyer. Boyer to Giorgio. Giorgio far side for Zilm. It's out of his reach. Fury take over in their own zone. They send it hard behind the net. Hits Boyer's skate. Good smart play by Komodowski as he's just getting on the ice, hustles to hold that in the zone, and he takes it all the way in deep as the Blues are making a change. They send it up the far side boards. They're going to send it through the neutral zone. Komodowski reaches out and grabs out with his one-handed stick. Miniman picks up the loose puck. He hits Fugner, and here comes Fugner in, and Crowley gets pushed off sides by number 66 of the Fury. So we will have a neutral zone face-off here with 14:33 left in the first period. Face-off won by the Fury. They have it in their own zone. They chip it up the boards. It goes right to Komodowski. Komodowski, hard pass cross ice for Miniman. Miniman tips it forward through, I believe that's Crowley. Fury grab it. They send it all the way back down in what should be an icing, and it is. Blues have Crowley on the wing with Harris. Fugner is centering them. Miniman, Komodowski, the defensive pair for the second shift of the game. Face-off is won by the Fury. They send it hard behind the net into the near side corner. Harris goes in on the forecheck. Puck is won by Harris. He drops it for Fugner. Fugner tries to push it behind the net further. He gets hit. Second Fury player comes in and grabs that. They send it hard off the boards. They try to backhand it out of the zone. Harris intercepts. He puts it back in deep. Fury player blows a tire at the red line. Good hold by Komodoski. Puts it towards the front. Harris has it. He goes backhand pass behind his back out to the point to Miniman. Miniman shot on, saved by the Fury goaltender. Harris comes away with the loose puck. He skates it out to the near side board. He puts it down deep for Fugner. It gets picked off. And then good stick by Fugner breaks up the next pass. Crowley goes in on the forecheck, disrupts him, gets the puck, and Fury reclaim it, and they send it out to the neutral zone floating. Miniman picks it up. He's going to skate it across the red line. He crosses, throws it in. Blues will have a fresh five-man unit as Spatansky, Wessel, Blanchard hit the ice up front with Brooks and Peterson on defense. Fury battle for it with Wessel on the sideboards. They can't get it out of the zone, so they throw it hard behind the net. Then they send it up. Peterson has it bounce over his stick at the blue line. Blanchard covering back, picks it up. He gives it right back to Brooks. Brooks goes to Peterson with a hard pass, middle of the ice. He's going to skate it now near side. He goes up to Spatansky. Spatansky deflects it into the zone, and now Wessel goes to work on the forecheck. They reverse it in the corner, no Blues there. Spatansky comes over, and he uses the skate to block the pass, and that puck's going to go all the way down to the Blues zone as it was deflected. Peterson with a quick pass up to Blanchard. Blanchard tips it backwards to Spatansky, and Spatansky sends it back to Peterson. It goes on the Blues goal. Peterson grabs it, goes to Brooks. Brooks is going to take it back behind the net and stop. He's going to let the Blues get set up. And he's going to now go for a skate. He reverses again, goes back behind the net one more time. He's going to bring it out far side, gets around the first person. He has his stick lift in the neutral zone and heads up. Here comes the Fury, but they mishandle the puck. And Peterson sends it up to Wessel. Wessel, little backhand shovel pass to Brooks is picked off. And here they come back through the neutral zone. Malachi Smith picks it up in his zone. He goes across to Brooks. Brooks right back to him and goes through his legs, picked up by Giorgio. Giorgio tips it forward to Bauer. Bauer shot. That goes just wide all the way around near side boards, held in by Giorgio. Malachi Smith then puts it off the boards in deeper, and they're going to keep battling for it. Finally, the puck squirts out. Malachi Smith battles his man. They're going to push it all the way in. Schneider's going to go retrieve that behind the Blues net. He reverses. He goes up the boards to Bowers. Bowers has it knocked off of his stick. And now Schneider and Bowers battle for it with two Fury players. Puck squirts out. Blues have it. Schneider goes far side. That is just out of the reach of Bauer, and it goes all the way down for icing. No change in personnel for the Blues. Giorgio, Bauer, and Bowers up front. Schneider and Smith on defense. Max Stutzer with his third start of the weekend, as Blues do not have a backup goalie for this game, as our emergency goalie had a game of his own tonight. Blues win the faceoff. Schneider puts it behind the net for Smith. Smith up the boards for Bauer, tips off of his stick, goes all the way down to the Fury zone. Fury player backhands it cross ice. Another backhand pass comes through the neutral zone. They're going to bring it in. Schneider breaks that up, pushes him to the outside, knocks his man to the ice. Giorgio comes in and helps pick up the puck. Schneider wins that. He goes far side, has it knocked off of his stick. Goes to the far corner. Malachi Smith grabs it. He gets knocked off the puck as well. And then a good stick lift by Bauer takes the puck, and they're going to take it through the neutral zone. Bowers has it roll off of his stick. Fury grab it and send it. Schneider kicks it back out to the neutral zone. He battles. Giorgio helps him out. Bowers comes away with it. Bowers makes a move. He brings it in. He's got room. Shot. That deflects and goes wide. Giorgio's going to pick it up on the sideboards. It gets knocked around him, and here come the Fury back into the neutral zone. Miniman with a chop backhand pass puts it all the way back down into the Fury zone. They get it back to the neutral zone again. They cut towards the middle. They get around, and Stutzer comes out to the top of the crease and puts his glove on that puck before they can take a shot. 10:08 left here in the first period. Blues send out a fresh forward unit, or finish the line change, actually. It looks like Giorgio, Boyer, and Zilm, Fugner, Boyer, and Zilm up front. Miniman, Komodoski on defense. Fugner lines up to take this drop. It is won by the Fury. They hold it at the line with one hand on the stick. They send it in deep. Komodoski behind the net for Miniman. Miniman up the boards for Boyer. Boyer circles. He circles again and goes back. He's going to go far side to Miniman. Miniman's going to skate it into the neutral zone, crosses the red line. He puts it in deep. Blues go in on the forecheck. Boyer first to the puck, puts it in deep or tries to. It bounces off of his stick. Fury come away with it. Tomadoski unable to hold it the line. It heads up 3-on-1 for the Fury. And good play by Miniman with the stick, breaks that up. Zilm's going to bring it back through the neutral zone. He hits Boyer. Boyer brings it in. Fugner and Zilm are with him. Boyer shot. That's on. Pad save, and that's going to go all the way down. Tips off the stick of Brooks, so no ice. Stutzer settles behind the net, leaves it for Brooks. Brooks reverses. He's going to bring it out near side, goes far side for Peterson. Peterson has it knocked off of his stick and heads up. Wow. A little miscommunication there by the Blues as nobody went for it. Fugner's pass picked off to Boyer. They put it right back in deep. Peterson goes behind the net to retrieve it. He reverses up the sideboards. No Blues player there. Brooks comes out, hits his man. Puck goes back into the corner. Fugner first to the puck. He drops it for Peterson. Peterson now gets knocked off the puck and then takes another hit as he tries to push it forward. I think that player forgot we're playing hockey. He just keeps hitting Peterson. The puck's not even there. So Fugner and Peterson battle to Fury player, and that puck is not moving very much. Ref says it is. Comes out. Harris grabs it. He shovels it to Brooks. Brooks shovels it far side to Zilm. Zilm's going to bring it in. He tries to go far side. It gets blocked. He holds it the line, holds again with his skate, gets it to Harris. Harris comes all the way out. Crowley grabs it. He sends it far side to Brooks. Brooks hits Spatansky. Then he stood up. Puck is held right there on the sideboards. Crowley and Spatansky battle for it. Spatansky comes away with it. He tries to hit a pass to Harris in front. And here come the Fury back through. Pass across ice, picked off by Malachi Verscheck and holds on to the puck. He's going to throw it in deep as the Blues finish a line change on defense. Schneider joins Smith. Harris, Crowley, and somebody. I can't see who that is. Good step up by Schneider inside the zone. Breaks up the Fury, reclaim it at their own blue line. They try to pass it far side. Crowley with the shin pad blocks it into the corner, and then he's going to hold up and give his line mates time to change as Wessel and Giorgio join him on the ice. We got two fresh forward units out there. Fury come away with it. They go up the sideboard. They go far side out of the reach of their players, so they got to pull up and grab it. They go D to D for players, so they got to pull up and grab it. They go D to D right inside their own blue line. They send it up north. That puck is picked off, and good stick and back check by Schneider as he breaks up what could have been a 3-on. Wow, wide open in front. Schneider picks it up. He's going to go for a skate. He goes far side. He hits Blanchard. Blanchard brings it in, goes to the outside, and Blanchard's going to keep skating. He brings it to back. He hits Tomadoski. Tomadoski shot, pad save. Rebound picked up by Blanchard. Another save. And Blanchard's going to battle on the corner. Man tries to hit him. He goes down, puts it behind the net. Wessel battles for it. Tomadoski pitches down to the bottom of the circle. He tips it to Wessel. Wessel's going to skate it right towards the center. Shot, that gets through. It's sitting in front. Rebound picked up. Miniman hits it onto the side of the net, and it goes into the casing behind. So we'll have a stoppage in play with 6:15 left here in the first period. Miniman, Tomadoski on defense. Giorgio, Blanchard, Wessel up front. Offensive zone face-off to the right of the Fury goaltender is won by the Blues. They get it over to Miniman quickly. He takes a shot. That goes wide. Giorgio picks up the loose puck. He sends it to Tomadoski on the far point. Tomadoski makes a move at the blue line. He skates the line now. He's just going to put it in deep as he couldn't get a lane to skate through. He sends it all the way around behind to Giorgio. Giorgio tips it to Wessel. Wessel to Tomadoski. Shot wide. Blanchard gets there, tips it out to Miniman. Miniman takes a shot. That deflects wide into the near side corner. Wessel now battles. He gets hooked. And Blues come away with it. Giorgio, one-touch pass to Miniman. Miniman puts it in deep. Gets it behind the net for Wessel. Wessel in front. Oh, hits a skate just out of the reach of Giorgio. Goes into the far sideboards, and here comes the Fury through. Good stick by Blanchard. Breaks up the neutral zone entry. Giorgio comes away with the puck. He skates to the outside. He takes a shot. That goes just wide of the outside post all the way out to the point of Miniman. Miniman reverses. He takes a shot. That deflects off something. Giorgio sticks it down. He sends it across the crease. No Blue can get a stick on it. Wessel sends it out to the point. He holds his Kamadowski. One touch pass from Giorgio to Planter, then to Miniman. Miniman down low tries to hit Giorgio. Giorgio didn't even see the puck, but it hit the backhand of his stick. Kamadowski makes a move. Shot. That's blocked. And heads up. Here they come. They had some room to skate there, and they just throw it in for an icing. 4:52 left here in the first period. Tie game 0-0. Blues send out a full, fresh five-man unit. Fugner, Bowers up front with Brooks and Peterson on defense. Fugner lines up, take the draw. It is pushed to the corner. Fugner first to the puck, pushes it behind for Bauer. It gets tipped back to the corner by a Fury player, and now Bowers and Fugner go into battle for it. Fugner backs out as Bauer goes in. It goes behind the net. Bauer wins that one, gives it to Bowers. Bowers tries reversing in the corner. He tips it to Bauer. Fury knocked him off the puck. Comes out to the point. Slap shot on net by Brooks. It's held on to, and we'll have another whistle with 4:28 left here in the first period. No change in personnel for the Blues. Fugner, Bowers up front. Brooks and Peterson on defense. Fugner lines up, take this draw. It is another tie-up, push to the corner. Bowers and a Fury player battle for it. Bauer comes in to help him out. Bauer gets it out, tries to go to the far point to Peterson. It's out of his reach. Peterson's going to reclaim that in the blue zone. He's got a man all over him. He reverses in front of the net, goes far side to Bauer. Bauer stops the puck as it bounced, sends it back to Brooks. Brooks back to Bauer, and here come the Blues with numbers. Bauer takes it to the outside, gets around one man, tries to put it in front, goes to Fugner, who takes it back behind the net. He's going to bring it out onto the far side boards. He goes to the far point to Brooks. Brooks shot, that gets through right into the logo again and held on to by the Fury goaltender. Blues will send out a fresh five-man unit. Spatansky centering Zillman Boyer will be up front. Defensively, Smith and Schneider jump the boards. Offensive zone face-off to the right of the Fury goaltender. Face-off is pushed to the corner. Fury come away with it. They're going to reverse. They send up the sideboards. Boyer intercepts it. He tries to put it to the front of the net. Zome gets tied up, can't get to it. It goes to the far corner. Zome battles there. He wins the battle. He sends it out to the point to Smith. Smith, long shot. That gets through on net. Puck is sent to the corner after the rebound's picked up by Fury. Boyer tries to get it to the front again, and that gets picked off. And here come the Fury 2-on-2 back through, and they push it to the corner. Schneider's going to go to the corner as puck goes there. Puck is now behind the net. Smith grabs it. It gets knocked off of his stick. A good back check by Boyer takes the puck away. And here come the Blues back out of their own zone. Schneider gets in from zone. He gives it right back. Malachi Smith gets around one man, takes a shot. That hits into the netting off a deflection. And we'll have a offensive zone face-off here with 2:53 left in the first period. Another fresh five-man unit. Kamadowski and Miniman on defense. Giorgio, Harris, and Crowley up front. Crowley lines up to take this draw. Or Giorgio, excuse me. Fury center gets tossed from the dot. It's one back to Kamadowski. Kamadowski makes a move, throws it towards the front of the net. Loose puck. Harris tries to get it in. He can't get it enough stick on it. His pass to the point picked off, and then goes right back to him. Then he passes to the far point to Kamadowski, and that puck is too hot to handle. Miniman gives it back to Kamadowski as they go D to D. Kamadowski brings it into the zone. He takes a shot. That goes wide, comes out to the far point, pinched by Miniman is held. Loose puck in front. Giorgio bats it towards the boards. Fury finally clear. Miniman has it. He gets hit. Reclaims the puck. He hits Harris on a pass. Harris has it knocked off of his stick. A little bit sloppy here. And hit by Giorgio, knocks his man to the ice, and then he takes the puck. Giorgio gets his stick lifted, has to circle back and pick it back up. And here comes the Blues into the neutral zone. Giorgio goes far side for Crowley. Crowley and Harris have a miscommunication. Crowley pick up the loose puck now. They shoot. That's shin pad blocks behind the net. Giorgio blocks the next clearing attempt, and they're going to clear it around hard. Miniman can't hold that one at the line, so he bats it over to Komodowski, and then it comes right back out to the Blues blue line. Miniman makes a move. He goes far side to his partner Komodowski. Komodowski to Giorgio, and Giorgio's going to bring it across the red line into the Fury zone. Takes it all the way down behind the net, chips it around the last defenseman, and he brings it all the way out to the neutral zone. Blues not playing with a ton of urgency here. Zilm hits Blanchard to Wessel, and here comes Wessel. He gets around one, and Giorgio and number 8 for the Fury are both going to the box as they were called for some extracurriculars after the play. Blues finished the line change. Brooks and Peterson on defense with Fugner, Wessel, and Blanchard up front. Fugner lines up to take the draw. It is won by the Fury. They send it hard behind the net around the boards. Out to the point it comes. They make a pass to the center. They try to take it to the outside. Good step up by Peterson, breaks that up, or by Brooks, breaks that up, gets it to Wessel. Wessel to Fugner. Fugner up ahead to Blanchard. Blanchard pulls up and reverses. He tries to put it in deep. He gets knocked off the puck as he now battles 3. Peterson picks it up. Fugner comes away with it to Wessel. Wessel tries to get the shot off. That goes just wide. Fugner battles behind the net, pushes it back to Wessel. Wessel down low for Fugner. He's got a man all over him already. And now Wessel goes in to help him out. Wessel comes away with the puck, and he makes a move to the center, tries to get the shot off. That gets blocked. Fury pushes it to the sideboards, and they're going to throw it out to the neutral zone with 27 seconds left. Brooks brings it right back in, and Brooks' shot, blocker save, goes high in the air. Fugner picks up the loose puck. Or that's Blanchard picks up the loose puck and can't squeeze it between the pad and the post, and so the goalie covers it. Blues send out a fresh unit with 18.2 left. Bauer will be centered by Spatansky. Smith and Schneider on defense. Spatansky lines up, takes this draw. Blues would like a quick one here, get the momentum going in their favor. And Fury come away with it. Blues are going to go to their first penalty kill of the game as Bauer hits a man behind the net, and his big size makes it look worse than it is, I think. But they call a rough nonetheless. So 10.9 seconds left in the first. Blues go to their first penalty kill. Blues will have Spatansky and Zilm up front with Schneider and Smith on defense. Spatansky lines up to take this drop. It is won by the Fury. They send it far side. Schneider battles in the corner for it. It gets knocked off of his stick. It comes out. They send it to the point, and good block by Zilm, and then another block by Schneider at the buzzer. So going into the second period, tie game 0-0. Blues will have 1:50 seconds of penalty kill time as we're playing 2-minute penalties here at the Arctic Ice Arena. And we'll be back for the second period shortly. And we are ready to get the second period underway. 16 minutes back on the clock. Giorgio still in the box serving his coincidental minor. Brandon Bauer in the box for another minute 51. Fury on a power play, so that's Blues penalty kill for another minute 50. Blues win the draw. Schneider gives it to Smith. He puts it deep into the zone. Good forecheck by Wessel. Keeps them in their own zone. They're going to go D to D a few times. They're going to bring it out far side now. They hit their defenseman here on the near side. They're going to bring it into the neutral zone. They go far side, and now they bring it in. And they try dropping it. Shot from the point, deflects off of shin pad of Spatansky, and then Wessel battles for it as Fury picked it back up. They go down deep. They try to go out to the side. They're passed across the slot, picked off by Wessel, and here come the Blues 2-on-2 shorthanded as Wessel goes to Spatansky. Spatansky reverses in the corner. Then he gets around his man. He takes it behind the net. He goes out to Wessel. Wessel out to Schneider. Schneider's shot. That is off the pad, just wide of the post. I don't think the goalie was expecting that to come. And they're now going to play D-to-D passes in their zone. They chip it around Smith as he was pinching. One back. Schneider deflects it, then knocks it out of the way. Wow, that was a wicked little shot that nobody could see. But Max Stutzer made a good heads-up play. Errant pass again, picked off by Blanchard. He sends it forward to Smith. Smith pushes towards the neutral zone. And finally, Blues able to clear. Here come the Fury right back in. They cross the red line. They're going to put it in deep. That comes to the near side corner. Malachi Smith battles two players there. He holds it there with his skate. It goes behind the net. Schneider hits his man off the puck, and it stays in the corner. They're going to skate it out far side. Schneider knocks it off his stick. He goes all the way up. He hits Fugner as he's fresh on the ice as the penalty expired, and Fugner tries to put it towards the front to Blanchard. It's chipped off a Fury stick. Blanchard grabs the loose puck. He drops it in the corner for Zilm. Zilm out to the point for Komodowski. Komodowski tries to go to Zilm again. Fury pick it off. Blanchard hits his man. Fury have to reverse into their own zone. They send it to the far side boards here. Miniman pinches in, holds it. They send it sky high. Fugner gloves it down, hits it hard to the other corner. And Fury now trying to clear and heads up. They're on a break, and they score. Again, one of these teams gets behind our defense, and semi-break turns into a goal against the Blues. So 13:31 left here in the second period. Blues down by a goal now, so same story as yesterday, except it started in the first period. So hopefully the Blues can put it together and start putting some pucks towards the net. Bugner, Boyer, Zilm up front, Peterson and Brooks on defense. Face-off is won by the Blues. Bugner sends it back to Brooks. Brooks over to Peterson. Peterson back to Brooks. Brooks is going to skate it. He goes far side. He hits Zilm. Zilm, all he can do is deflect it in. He gets in on the forecheck, and he now battles behind the net. Fury grab it. They reverse it. They again hit a stretch pass, this time picked off by Peterson. Peterson sends it forward to Fugner. Fugner lets it go behind his legs for Zilm. Zilm sends it behind the net for Boyer. Boyer fakes a move and then keeps going. He gets taken down, no call. He battles for the puck, though, still. And Blues able to hold it in. Good play by Fugner as he pushes it farther. And then he's going to send it deep for Boyer. Boyer sends it to the front. Peterson grabs it at the point. He makes a move in, tries to give it back to Zilm. Zilm reverse in the corner for Boyer. Boyer takes it back behind the net now. He's looking for somebody, sends it out to Brooks at the point. Brooks shot, that deflects wide of the net. Boyer again, first man on the puck. He reverses into the corner, gives it to Fugner. Fugner goes out to the point to Brooks again. Brooks shot. That goes wide. Loose puck far side. Peterson pinches, holds it there. He's got a lane, gets it to the front, shoots and scores! Peterson, on a great individual effort, takes it from the corner and shoots out in front of the net and puts it past the sliding pad of the Fury goaltender to tie this game up. So 12:15 left in the second period. Tie game 1-1. Blues want to keep that momentum going. They change the line. They send out Giorgio, centering Crowley and Harris. Schneider and Smith will be the defensive pairing. Giorgio lines up to take this center ice face off after the equalizing goal is scored. Blues win it. Crowley brings it in. He gets hooked the whole way. And he still controls the puck. He sends it out to the point to Schneider. Schneider tries to walk the line. He's got a man all over him. He gives it to Smith. Smith off the boards go to Harris. Harris chips it in deep. Blues going on the forecheck now. Crowley heavy on it. Causes a turnover to Harris. Harris with room. He goes back out to Smith. Smith steps up, slap shot. That goes high. Schneider pinches far side, and they're able to clear, and they're going to bring it back into the blue zone. They pull up. Good stick by Harris breaks that up. Fury still, wow, another clean hit and a penalty. And Blues touch the puck several times. Wow. Yep, we're seeing the hometown officiating again. That's the second clean hit by a Blues player that is called for a roughing penalty. Malachi Smith is so surprised, he didn't even know. Coach Peterson would like an explanation on why you can't check. Looked pretty clean to us. And he gets the roughing. 11:29 left in the second period. Blues take a roughing penalty to Smith. We'll have Giorgio and Blanchard up front with Komodowski and Miniman on defense. Pass is picked off by Smith. He tries to hit Giorgio, who was out in the neutral zone. Fury picked that off. They bring it back in, heads up. They send it up the sideboards. Giorgio knocks it off his stick, but Fury reclaimed the puck. They're in their own corner. They go out to the point. They go down to the side far boards. Miniman pushes them there. They try to clear it to try to put it to the center. It goes back to the sideboards off of the stick. Shot errantly floats wide of the Blues net. They're going to put it back in deep. Miniman grabs it. He reverses up the far side boards, picked off by the Fury, and heads up. They are controlling pretty well here. D-to-D pass, slap shot goes wide. Puck comes out, and somehow that goes in the net as Stutzer was covering the puck. Looked like he had his glove on it, and net was off by a quarter of a mile, and they're going to call that a goal. Terrible penalty call, and a net off by a good 4 feet. On top of that, Stutzer had it covered, and they're going to say that you can whack it out of the goalie's glove. Fair enough. Blues coaches are clearly not happy with this officiating duo, as they have appear to be Blues are going to unsuccessfully question this goal. Wow, what a bad sequence that was for the officials. But it is 2-1 in favor of the Fury. Blues need to step it up here. They send out Spatansky, Bauer. Bauer's up front with Brooks and Peterson on defense. Bauer pushes the Fury player back to his side of the ice. Blues win the faceoff. Bauer tips it over to Spatansky. Puck is picked off by Fury. It goes all the way down, and that is on net. Sprays the goalie in the face. And And Fury are going to take a penalty for that dumb play. So he goes to the box. Good call by the official there. Probably a little bit of a makeup call. We'll take that. Blues will send out a fresh unit in Fugner, Boyer, and Zilm. Defensively, we will have Peterson and Brooks continue. 2-minute power play here at 10:30 left in the second period. Fugner lines up to take it. Face-off is won by Fugner. Boyer sends it out to the point. Heavy pressure out there. They send it back into the corner. Fugner battles. He sends it out to the point through the legs of a Fury player. Peterson puts it back in deep for Fugner. Fugner reverses. He goes down low for Zilm. Zilm reverses. Brings it out to the far side boards. Drops it for Peterson. Peterson down low for Fugner. Fugner tries to hit Peterson. Smart play. Couldn't get stick on it. And they clear it all the way down in what will be an icing. 1:26 left in the Blues power play. 9:55 left here in the second period. Blues down by a goal. Fugner lines up to take the draw. Boyer and Zilmer on the wings with him. Brooks and Peterson on defense. Face-off, one back to the point to Peterson. Peterson to Brooks, right back to Peterson. Back to Brooks again. Brooks down low to Boyer. Boyer down deeper to Fugner. Fugner skates it, goes far side to Brooks. Brooks shot, pad saved by the Fury goalie. Goes all the way to the sideboards. Zilm picks that up, tips it around one man, goes to Fugner. Fugner to Boyer, and Boyer buries it. What a great pass by Fugner to hit the streaking Boyer, and Boyer buries over the blocker of the goaltender. So Boyer from Fugner to tie this game back up with 9:31 left here in the second period. Blues will send out Spatansky, Bauer, and Bowers up front. Schneider and Smith on defense. Spatansky lines up to take this draw. It is a tie-up that is eventually won by the Blues. Malachi Smith crosses the red line. He puts it in deep. Blues go in on the forecheck, hits a seam in the glass, goes to the far side corner. They reverse it. Now they reverse it again. They got a man out high. They're starting the cherry pick. Picked off by Bauer. Bauer tries to give it back to Spatansky. It's out of his reach, and they're going to bring it to the neutral zone. Schneider picks it up. Smith sends it forward to Bauer. Bauer tries to hit Spatansky. It bounced off his stick, goes past Bowers. Spatansky then picks it up. That is way worse than any of the hits they've called against us. Good hold at the point by Schneider and Bowers. Now it squirts the neutral zone. Malachi Smith brings it back in. He gets held up. They're going to send it far side. Schneider picks it up. He's got one man on him. He goes far side. He hits Bowers. Bowers hits Smith to Bauer. Drops it for Smith again. Smith shot. That deflects off of a Fury stick and goes into the rafters. Blues will make a wholesale line change. They send out Miniman and Komodowski on defense. Blanchard and Wessel will be centered by Giorgio. Offensive zone faceoff comes to the left of the Fury goaltender. Fury center is tossed from the dot. Giorgio lines up to take this one. It is a tie-up. Fury come away with it. Their pass is intercepted. Blanchard grabs it, quick shot blocked in front by a Fury player. Giorgio gets it from Wessel. He takes a quick one-timer, and it's deflected just wide. Good check by Giorgio, knocks his man off the puck. Loose puck is sitting there. Blues send it back into their zone. Giorgio goes in on the forecheck. They go D to D behind the net. They're going to do it one more time. Wessel on the forecheck this side. Pass out is picked off by Miniman. His shot, pad save, goes into the corner. And Wessel now controls that, reverses behind the net for Giorgio. He's got a man on him, so they're going to battle now. Wessel sneaks in, takes it away. He goes out to the point to Kamadowski. Kamadowski skettles it with the skate, sends it in, and it goes in the net. So Kamadowski's shot hits the inside of the post, comes out into the crease, and I believe the goalie kicked it back into his own net. So that puts the Blues up 3-2, first lead of the game. 7:42 left in the second period. There was a delayed penalty that had just been called. So didn't even have enough time. Stutzer didn't even make it halfway to the bench. Blues send out Fugner, Crowley, and Harris up front with Brooks and Peterson on defense. Fugner wins the draw to himself. He crosses the red line, throws it in deep. Harris goes in on the forecheck in the far corner. It gets knocked behind the net for Fugner. Fugner gives it back to Harris. Harris has a man on him. Fugner comes in to help. Puck squirts up the sideboards, picked off by Crowley. Crowley takes it in the corner, goes behind the net into the far corner for Fugner. Fugner takes a big hit, and there's another penalty, and Fugner's down, but getting back up under his own power. And that will be another penalty against Fury, as that was a pretty, I don't even know if I'd call it. I don't know. I don't know if I would even call that. But if you're going to call the two against the Blues, I guess you got to call the same hit. So it's a roughing in these refs' opinion. That's all that matters. They are calling it consistency. No body checking at the Bantam age level with these two. Blues go to their power play with 7:36 left here in the second play, up by a goal. We'll continue with the same five-man unit. Fugner lines up, takes this draw. It is one to Harris. Harris takes it into the corner. He's got a man on him. He shakes off a hit, wins the puck, sends it out to Brooks at the point. Brooks skates the line, goes back to Harris. Harris goes down low for Fugner. Fugner out to Harris again. Harris over to Brooks. Brooks down low for Peterson. Peterson's shot, that goes just wide. Harris picks it up on the sideboard. He goes cross ice to Brooks at the point. Down to Peterson. Peterson, far side to Harris. Harris shot, that gets through. Blocker saved, goes to the corner. Fugner grabs it, gets it right back from Peterson. He's going to skate out the sideboards. He reverses. Wow, what a move there by Fugner. Shot and goal by Fugner. Fugner gets around the last man and beats the goalie 5-hole to put the Blues up 2 with 6:53 left here in the second period. And that was a power play goal. Blues follow that lineup with the Spatansky, Boyer, Zilm line. Smith and Schneider on defense. Spatansky lines up to take this draw. It is won by the Fury. They chip it past Boyer, and then they're going to put it in deep. Schneider retrieves behind his net. He reverses. He reverses again. He's going to go for a skate now. He goes far side. He hits Zilm. Zilm has it knocked off of his stick. Smith picks it up. He takes it in. He tries to go to the center. That's picked off. They go up the boards. And Schneider's going to pinch far side. He gets hooked, no call. Boyer picks up the loose puck. He has it bounce on him. Gets it anyways to Zilm. Backhand give and go from Boyer. Boyer, far side, hits Schneider. Schneider has it bounce. Still gets it to the net. Pad saved by the... Actually, I guess that's a paddle. They send up the sideboards. Good pinch by Malachi Smith. Holds it in. He puts it down deep. And finally, Fury grab it, and they're going to send it all the way down, and that should be an icing. And it is.
Tyson.
Little extracurriculars between Malachi Smith and a Fury player, so they're both going to go to the box. We'll have some more coincidental penalties issued. Blues will send out Zilm, Spatansky, Boyer up front still. Komodowski and Miniman will join defensively. Both players in the box get roughing minors. 5-on-5 hockey will continue. Blues bench asking a question. And we're ready to get this play started. Blues win the faceoff. Zilm puts up the boards to Boyer. Boyer out to the point to Miniman. Miniman shot. Deflects in front. Stops right there. Good hold at the point by Miniman again. He goes down the sideboards for Boyer. Boyer sends it to the front to Zilm. His deflection goes just wide. He sends it out to Boyer again. Boyer out to Miniman. Miniman with heavy pressure puts it back into the sideboards for Boyer. And now he battles with Zilm as Spatansky sneaks in and takes it. Miniman steps up, puts it into the far corner on a dump-in. Komodowski pinches down low, takes it behind the net. He comes up the sideboards, he reverses, shakes off a hit. Tries to go to the front to Zilm. That puck is too hot to handle, goes to the corner. Spatansky picks up the loose puck. He tries to circle. It's knocked off of his stick. He picks it right back up. Big late hit from behind there. And Blues get it anyways, take the shot, and it's held on to by the Fury goaltender. Blues send out a fresh unit. Bauer and Bowers, centered by Giorgio. Defensively, we'll have Peterson and Brooks. Lots of fun combinations to call tonight, not lines we normally see. Giorgio lines up to take this draw to the Fury goaltender's left. It is one out to the point to Brooks. Brooks to Peterson. Peterson walks the line. He sends it towards the front. Giorgio deflects it. It goes up in the air and drops harmlessly into the Fury goaltender's glove. 5:03 remaining in the second period. Blues lead 4-2. No change in personnel. Giorgio's going to take this draw from the Fury goaltender's left again. It is won by Fury this time. They take it into the corner. Bauer knocks him off the puck and holds it there. They squirted forward. Bauer hits his man again. Giorgio comes with loose puck. He sends out the point to Peterson. Peterson sends it towards the net, goes into the corner off the paddle. Loose puck in front. Bauer sends it to Bowers, and Bowers buries it. So I think that was Bowers. I'm not sure who got that. It was Bowers. So Bowers puts it in on a pass from Bauer. Putting the Blues up by 3 with 4:47 left here in the second period. No change in personnel for the Blues after that fifth goal. Giorgio lines up to take this center ice faceoff. Faceoff is a tie-up and won by the Blues. Giorgio knocks his man off the puck, kicks it back to Brooks. Brooks goes across to Peterson, right back to Brooks. Brooks, rocket of a pass forward to Bauer. Bauer's going to skate it through the neutral zone, gives it to Giorgio, who pushes it past the last defenseman. He takes it behind the net, gets it knocked off by 2 players. Big hit by Bauer and another penalty as Fury player kind of turned there a little bit. And Brandon Bauer is going to go to the box for roughing. Argues his case, doesn't get a call. I think we're starting to see the trend here, though. You cannot hit the girl on their team, I think is the ref's ruling here. Even though she will throw it around with the best of them. Blues send out Fugner and Blanchard up front to penalty kill. Miniman and Schneider will be on defense. Defensive zone face-off will be to the right of Stutzer. 4:19 left here in the second period. 2-minute penalty as the Blues go to the penalty kill. Fury win the face-off. They have room. They take it out, take a shot from the far side. That deflects just wide. Miniman battles behind the net for it. They come away with it. Schneider hits his man off, takes the puck away, and then sends up the boards for Blanchard. Blanchard tips it forward to Fugner, and here comes Fugner and Schneider 2-on-1. Oh, one-timer by Schneider is shot wide, and a Fury player goes tumbling into the net. What a good opportunity that was by the Blues. And with that effort, Blues will have a offensive zone face-off here, shorthanded. It's going to come to the left of the Fury goaltender. Bugner lines up to take this one. It is won by the Fury. They're going to skate it towards the neutral zone. They have to reverse as Blanchard was all over him. They take it behind the net. Now they're going to shoot it right up the seam. Their pass to the far side is off the mark, so they got to retreat into their own zone. They go D to D, another pass off the mark, so now they got to take it behind their net. They go D to D back there again. Now they're going to skate it out the near side boards, nothing going. They go to the defenseman the far side. Now they're going to shoot it up the center, almost collide with each other, and then shot is broken up by Fugner. Miniman sends up the boards for Blanchard. Blanchard tries to get it to Fugner again to clear the zone, and would have broke the Blues on another odd man rush and unable to get it going. Miniman battles his man in the sideboards. Fury come away with it. They take it behind the net far side, try a wraparound. That's picked off. Next shot, that goes high of the net. Fury pick it up on the near side board, send it out to the point. They take a shot, deflects off a Blanchard stick, goes a mile high. Schneider in the corner battles for it. He hits his man. He waits for help and gets knocked out to the sideboards. Fury get it, back out to the point. Long shot, hits their own player in front. Another shot and held on to by Stutzer as some pretty good pressure on the power play by the Fury. But Max Stutzer is up for the challenge and keeps this a 3-goal game in favor of the Blues. Blues send out Spatansky and Wessel up front. Smith and Komodowski will be the defensive pairing. Refs apply some water around the post. Try to freeze it up a little bit as this net's come off a few times for both goalies this game. Face-off tied up, won by the Blues, picked off by the Fury. They're going to bring it up the sideboards. Wessel there for it, battles, gets knocked out to their point. Wessel then intercepts the pass. He brings it out, and he's going to skate into the neutral zone across the red line, now into the Fury zone. He reverses. He tries to go over to Spatansky, but it is deflected. Smith picks it up. He puts it down deep, and that is about as close to the red line as you can get. I haven't seen a ref call one that close in a long time, but that is icing against the Blues. No change in personnel for the Blues. Spatansky, Wessel up front. Komodowski and Smith on defense. One substitution for the Fury as they send out a new forward. Face-off, won by the Fury out to the point. They put it in deep behind the Blues net. It goes to the far corner. Power play is over for the Fury as Blanchard steps on the ice. Puck goes far side for Wessel. Wessel chips it in, and that is going to be, I believe, offsides. Somebody had a skate go across. Neutral zone face-off will be taken by Spatansky. It is won by the Fury. They send it back to their defenseman. They go D to D in their zone, then they send it out far side. They bring it in. They get to the outside. They take a shot. That goes wide. Blanchard picks up on the sideboards. He tries to chip it around. It's picked off by a Fury player. Komodowski picks it up in the far corner. He takes the hit but pushes it forward for Spatansky. Spatansky sends it over to Blanchard. Blanchard chips it to the neutral zone, and here comes Wessel and Blanchard 2-on-1 into the zone. And it gets there. Oh, Blanchard gets the shot off. It goes just wide as the Fury player got a stick on his right as he was shooting. And here come the Fury back through the neutral zone. Good back check by Spatansky, breaks that up. Komodowski picks up the loose puck. He circles. He gives it to Smith. It's out of his reach, goes all the way down. Wessel tried to pick that one off, but it is picked back up by the Fury. They come around near side here. Smith hits his man. That puck is given right back to Komodowski. That was a big hit there. And Komodowski's now going to skate it through the neutral zone, brings it into the Fury zone, tries to go to the front of the net, nobody home. Loose puck is left there. Spatansky pinches as he was covering, holds it on the sideboards. Peterson retreats to that point. Komodowski goes for a change. Meanwhile, Spatansky gets a good shot off. Blocker saved by the Fury goaltender. And now we have a scrum behind the net as Wessel gets taken down. and Fury come away with it. They put it up to the sideboards. Giorgio steps in, puts it in deep for Wessel again. Wessel tries to go to the front. It goes right out to Crowley. Crowley gets space, takes a shot, and it is into the midsection and held on to by the Fury goaltender. 30.7 seconds left here in the second period. Blues lead 5-3. Giorgio, Crowley, Harris up front. Peterson and Brooks, the defensive unit. Offensive zone faceoff will be to the right of the Fury goaltender, won by the Blues. Harris gets it back to the point. Shot from Brooks is deflected into the far corner. Good pinch by Peterson, puts it back in deep. Fury control behind their net. They reverse. Crowley battles. Now Peterson's going to pinch on the sideboards. He puts it back in deep. And now Crowley fights with a couple players. Fury come away with it. They skate it in front of their own net. They reverse behind the net now. 4 seconds left, and that's going to do it for the second period. Your Blues will lead the Fury 5-2 going into the third period. Special shout out to our favorite little 6U hockey player out there, Mackenzie, watching her cousin play today. Mackenzie, don't take penalties like the Blues, okay? Okay, we'll be back for the third here shortly. And we're ready to get the third period underway. 16 minutes back up on the clock one last time. Blues win the faceoff. Brooks brings it around the defenseman. It gets knocked off of his stick. Battle in the corner ensues. Fury come away with it. They skate it behind their own net. They've got a player streaking behind the Blues D. Hit him again. Good play by Brooks. Breaks that up. Peterson picks up the loose puck. He chips it out through the neutral zone. That's going to go all the way down. Crowley turns on the after jets. He gets on it. And Fury reverse, but the Blues are all over him with heavy pressure. Hit by Giorgio, knocks him off the puck. Crowley comes away with it in the corner. He goes out to the point to Brooks. Brooks has a jump over his stick, and the Blues got to get back now as they got a player on it. And Brooks beats him to the puck as the Fury player wiped out. Brooks reverses. He goes up to Harris. Harris going to bring it into the neutral zone. Crosses the red line, crosses the blue line. Drops it for Peterson. Peterson shot deflects just wide. Giorgio grabs it. He tries to put it in from behind the net. And unable to hold it is Fury bring it back out. They take it to the outside. Komodowski keeps him there. He waits for more players, sends it towards the front. That's tipped off of somebody's stick. Giorgio misses his poke check. Fury get it. They shoot it. Stick save, pushed to the corner by Stutzer. Peterson goes up the boards for Zilm. That gets picked off, and Blues now battle on the sideboard. Zilm comes away with it. Zilm gets hit, knocked off the puck. And Boyer with a good forecheck. It keeps it in the zone as the Blues start changing. Fury come away with it. They send it behind the net. Bugner's going to get there. And good hold by Zilm as he uses his stick and then puts it back in deep for Bugner. Bugner reverses with the guy all over him. He gets held up, gives the puck to Zilm. Zilm tries to go far side. Miniman picks it up. He puts it in deep for Boyer. Boyer takes the hit, pushes the puck behind the net for Bugner. Bugner skates it into the near side corner, pushes off his defender. Drops it for Komodowski. Komodowski makes a move, gets it knocked off of his stick, gets it right back to Fugner. Fugner tries to go down low for Zilm. It's picked off again. Goes out to Komodowski. He shoots, sends it towards the net, and it is gloved and held onto by the Fury goaltender. 13:51 left here in the third period. Blues lead 5-2. They're going to send out a fresh line. Bowers, and Spatansky will be up front. Komodowski and Miniman will continue on defense. Spatansky lines up to take this draw to the Fury goaltender's right. He wins it back to Komodowski. Komodowski makes a step, pushes it towards the net. It gets deflected. Glove down, sent back out to the neutral zone. They send it all the way down, and that should be an icing against the Fury, and it is. So we'll do it again from the Fury goaltender's right. Spatansky lines up to take this draw. Again, he ties up his man. Puck comes out to Komodowski. Komodowski shoots at their traffic, hits a skate, and Spatansky goes into battle for it in the corner. He hits his man. Bauer goes back to help him out. He comes away with the puck. He pushes it behind everybody, sends out the point to Komodowski. Komodowski to Miniman. Miniman shoots it, hits a stick in front, pops right back out, and then Fury sends it all the way down again, and that will be another icing. Blues will send out a fresh defensive pair. Schneider and Smith will join Spatansky, Bauer, and Bowers up front. Spatansky lines up, take this draw again. Face-off is pushed to the corner. Fury come away with it. They send it harder on the boards. Smith pinches in, pushes it back in deep. Bauer hits his man off the puck, comes away with it. Bowers picks it up. He tries to go to the front of the net. Nobody home. Picked off by the Fury. And here they come 3-on-2. Puck rolls on their lead man. And Malachi Smith puts it back in deep. Fury clear to the neutral zone again. Tip it around Smith, and now they're going to bring it to the outside. They try to go to the center. They get it there. Schneider holds them outside. Can't get the shot off. They bring it to the corner. They send it to the point. Take a shot. That gets through. Saved by Stutzer, put behind the net. Malachi Smith now battles for it. And Malachi Smith, I think, takes another penalty. Or is it against the Fury? I'm not sure who has it. I think it's against the Fury. It is a Fury penalty. So the Blues will go back to the power play with 12:32 left here in the third period, up by 3. They send out Giorgio, Blanchard, and Wessel up front. Smith and Schneider will stay on defense. Face-off is one out to the point to Schneider. He tips it to Smith. Smith skates the line, drops it down low for Giorgio. Giorgio down low for Blanchard. Blanchard to Giorgio, out to Smith. Back to Giorgio. Giorgio tries to go far side to Schneider. Schneider picks it up in the corner as it deflects. He's going to skate it out. He goes to Smith out at the point. Smith back down low for Schneider. Schneider hits Blanchard down low. Blanchard takes it behind the net, and the goalie knocked the net off. So we'll have a stoppage in play with 12:02 left and 1:30 remaining in this Blues power play. No change in personnel for the Blues. Giorgio lines up, takes this draw. It is one over to Wessel. Wessel goes far side to Schneider. Schneider goes to Smith. Smith back to Schneider. Schneider back to Smith again. Over to Giorgio. Giorgio with room shot. That's blocked in front. Goes right to Smith. Smith back to Giorgio. Giorgio back to Smith. Smith has a roll on him. He goes back to Giorgio again. Giorgio makes a move, takes it to the point, drops it for Schneider. Schneider to Smith. Down low to Giorgio. Giorgio makes a move, has it knocked off of his stick. Schneider pinches, pushes it back in deep. Fury grab it. They're going to send it far side. Smith picks that one up, sends it in the corner for Wessel. Wessel brings it out, gets knocked off of his stick by a Fury player, glove down, and that will be a hand pass against the Blues. As really couldn't get much going on this power play. With only 36 seconds left, they're going to change the line. Blues send out Harris, Crowley, Fugner up front. That is Brooks and Peterson will be on defense. Face-off is won by the Fury. They cross the red line. They put it in deep. It's going to go to the far side corner for Brooks. He stops, reverses. He goes behind the net for Peterson. Peterson's going to go for a skate with it. He goes far side, hits Crowley with a bullet of a pass. Crowley brings it in, gets to the outside, sends it to the front to Harris. Harris has it roll off of his stick, picks up the loose puck, goes out to Peterson. Peterson down low for Fugner. Fugner gets it to Crowley. Crowley gloves it down. It goes out to the point. Brooks has it now. He skates it down low, goes behind the net for Fugner. Fugner out to Harris. Harris over to Peterson. Peterson's shot blocked by a stick. Goes down to the corner for Fugner. Fugner skates it out of the corner. He brings it back in, gets around the first man, circles again, has it knocked off of his stick, and finally Fury able to clear after some heavy pressure by the Blues there. They put it in deep. Brooks picks it up behind the net. He puts it in the far corner for Crowley. Crowley shakes off a hit, pushes it forward to Peterson. Peterson far side for Brooks. Brooks picks it up. He's going to bring it into the zone. Harris is offsides by 2 feet, no call. Brooks circles. He goes to Peterson. Peterson takes it back out to the blue line, makes a move, and Crowley has to pick that off as it got knocked off a Blues player stick. Crowley takes it into the corner now. He reverses, gets it knocked off his stick by the ref skates, comes away with it anyways. He goes out to the point. Now, I thought he was going to the point to Brooks, but it gets knocked off his stick. Harris comes to help Crowley out. Fugner comes in. Fury come away with it. They put it to the neutral zone. Peterson picks it up, and here come the Blues. They're going to come right back in as Fury start a line change. Peterson with space. He sends it to the front. Pad saved by the Fury goaltender. Fugner on heavy forecheck picks it up. He goes in front for Zilm. Zilm pulls up trying to catch that pass and blows an edge, and here comes Fury back into the Blues zone. They take it to the outside. Shot towards the net, deflects off Komodowski. Stutzer plays it to Komodowski right after that, and now here comes Komodowski through the neutral zone with it, crosses the red line, crosses the blue line. He's in their territory, now takes it down, puts the puck in front for Zilm. Zilm again can't get stick on it. Fury come away with it. They flip it high in the air, and they settle at their own blue line. They send a shot towards the front, deflects wide, and good step up by Komodowski takes it away. He sends it up the boards for Boyer, and Boyer with one to beat gets to the outside, reverses, waits for backup, and has it knocked off of his stick. He grabs it, throws it in deep. Zilm goes into the forecheck on the far corner. They grab it, and they flip it into the netting and out of play. So we'll have an offensive zone faceoff to the left of the Fury goaltender with 8:24 left here in the third period. Blues change defense. Smith and Schneider come on the ice. Offensively, we have Spatansky, Boyer, and Zilm. Face-off is won by the Fury. They take it behind their own net. They send it hard up the boards. Schneider pinches, holds it there. He puts it in deep. Zilm's going to go to the far corner for it. It comes all the way up to the sideboards. He hits his man, puts it back in deep. Spatansky goes in on the forecheck. Another deflected puck by a referee's skate. And Fury, with the drop pass, are able to clear the zone. And they cut it back, and here they come in. And step up by Schneider, knocks it off his stick. Malachi Smith picks up the loose puck, He reverses behind the net to himself. He goes up to Zilm. Zilm gets hit from behind, draws a penalty, and Blues are going right back to the power play. Blues will change the forward unit. Bowers, and Giorgio come on the ice. Schneider and Smith will continue on defense. Face off, pushed to the corner by the Fury. They control. They send it hard around the board. Smith pinches, puts it back into the dot. Now Bowers puts it behind. He chases his own dump in. He gets there and pushes it farther forward. Bauer comes, takes it away. He shakes off a hit, reverses behind the net to Bowers. Bowers goes up the boards to Schneider. Schneider reverses, goes down low for Bowers. Bowers out to the point to Smith. Smith far side for Giorgio. Giorgio with room, shot, deflected high in the air, goal! Oh, and they call it off. Wow. Again, a Fury player knocks the net off, and they call no goal. Blues switch defense. Brooks and Peterson come out, join Giorgio, Bauer, and Bowers. Offensive zone faceoff comes to the left of the Fury goaltender. Giorgio wins it, but it is picked off, and then Peterson takes it right back. He's going to skate it down low. He takes it behind the net. He pulls up, goes back behind the net for Bowers. Bowers back to Peterson. Peterson back to Bowers again. Bowers tries to go to the point to Giorgio. It is out of his reach, goes all the way down. Stutzer plays it up the boards for Peterson. Peterson back down low for Giorgio, and Giorgio's going to skate this out near side. He cuts back towards the front of the net. He gives it to Brooks. Brooks is going to skate it in. He reverses right at the blue line. He goes to Wessel. Wessel over to Peterson. Peterson shot. Rebound sitting in front. It's thrown out to the neutral zone by the Fury. Brooks picks it up. Fury start a line change. Brooks skates into his own zone, drops it for Blanchard. Blanchard has a bounce off of his stick. Blanchard gives it to Brooks. Brooks has a bounce off his stick, and he's going to just skate it now as he crosses the red line, crosses into their zone, drops it for Wessel. Wessel far side for Giorgio. Giorgio shot. That goes just wide. 23 seconds left in the Blues power play. Brooks picks up the loose puck. He chips it around a man. Blanchard now battles in the corner for it. He gets hit hard in the head into the boards. No call there. Ref was right next to it. Blanchard gets up, takes the puck anyways. He goes out to Peterson. Peterson skates the blue line. He's got space. He goes down low for Giorgio. Giorgio in front. Tries to hit Wessel. Wessel gets his stick tied up. Brooks picks up the loose puck. He takes it down deep. He gets held up. Wessel comes away with the puck. Wessel goes to Peterson. Peterson shot on, and a good save by the Fury goaltender with 5:35 left here in the third period. Blues send out Fugner, Crowley, and Harris up front. Komodowski and Miniman on defense. Face-off is pushed into the corner. Harris battles for it. He comes away with it. He shakes off multiple hits, pushes it for Fugner. Fugner, or that's Crowley. Crowley sends it out to Komodowski. Komodowski's shot hits a shin pad, comes out to the neutral zone. Miniman has to retreat for that. He backhands it across to Komodowski. Komodowski reverses, and he reverses again. Goes far side. Miniman sends it forward, tries to hit Fugner. It's out of his reach. Fury reclaim it in their own zone. They go D to D at the dots. Then they go behind the net. Again, pass picked off by Crowley. Crowley shoots. That goes high. Late hit by a Fury player on Harris, puts him on the ice. Miniman comes away with it. Miniman gets it towards the front. Harris gets a rebound. He can't push it in. And again, a Fury player has knocked the net off.
Come on, boys.
That's getting fun. 4:45 left here in the third. Blues change the forwards as Boyer, Zilm, and Spatansky jump. Miniman, Komodowski will continue their defensive shift. Refs applying more water to the post. Offensive zone face-off to the left of the Fury goaltender is going to be taken by Spatansky. He wins it to Boyer. Boyer with heavy pressure on him, and Boyer reverse hits his person. Fury bring it into the blue zone. They pull up. Zilm strips that, tips it forward to Spatansky. Spatansky takes a high hit late, and then they turn over the puck to Boyer. Boyer takes it to the corner. He puts it into the far corner for Zilm. Zilm out to the point to Komodowski. Komodowski sends it towards the front. Spatansky didn't see it coming. Goes behind the net. Hit by Boyer. Puck goes to the far side. Spatansky battles for it. He holds it there. Another hit. And finally, Fury able to push it through the neutral zone. And they bring it into zone 2-on-2. Bad pass picked off by Komodowski. He's going to go for a skate. He brings it through the neutral zone, crosses the red line, gets to the outside, chips it deep, chases his own puck, brings it into the near side corner, reverses down low, tries to send it to the front. That's picked off by the Fury. They send it out to the neutral zone, picked up by Malachi Smith. He reverses. He's going to skate it in now. Fury pick it up, and no Blues back. Wow. Blues got caught on a line change and a not great pass and almost gave up a 3-on-0. Good back check by the players that were on the ice. Fury cleared near side here. Schneider has to hold. He waits till Bowers clears, puts it back in deep. Bauer goes in on the forecheck. He takes the puck away. He skates it out to the corner. He goes out to Schneider at the point. Schneider steps wide, takes a shot, goes just wide of the near side post, goes out to the corner to Giorgio. Giorgio to Smith. Smith takes a shot, deflected on by Bauer. Bauer gets it again, brings it out near side. He goes to Schneider. Schneider back to Bauer. Bauer puts it in deep into the corner, skates it out. He's going to skate it behind the net now. He tries to go to Giorgio. Giorgio has it go around him, and then Fury clear. Schneider steps over and holds it, and then they bring it in offsides. Blues will make another change. They send out Fugner, Blanchard, and Wessel up front. Peterson and Brooks will be the defensive unit. Neutral zone face-off is right next to the Blues bench. Face-off won by the Fury. They put it in deep. Peterson steps up and holds it at the line. Fury hold it on the outside of their line as they would have been offsides. They clear it to the center, picked off by Peterson. They bring it around now with space. Peterson steps up, blocks that shot towards the net. Zilm puts it out to the neutral zone. Fury pick it back up. Fugner goes in on the forecheck. They go D to D a few times. They come to the near side boards. Then they hit their winger on the blue line, and they take it to the outside now. Drop pass picked off by Fugner. Fugner goes forward, tries to hit it to Zilm. It goes all the way down, and that will be icing against the Blues with 2:04 left here in the third period. Fugner lines up to take this draw to Stutzer's left. It is won by the Fury, but their shot attempt is blocked, and Peterson comes away with it. He pushes it forward through a few people. Wessel sends it forward. He's going to skate it in, drops it for Blanchard. Blanchard drops it for Brooks. Brooks shot. That's blocked, goes just wide. And now Fugner picks up on the sideboards, reverses down low for Wessel. Wessel takes it into the corner and reverses himself. He drops it, has it knocked off his stick, gets it right back, gets it to Brooks. Brooks right back to Wessel. And another hold at the point by Brooks. He shoots, that goes far corner. They are going to, Peterson pinches, holds it on the sideboards. Fugner gives it back to him. Puck squirts out loose. Blanchard grabs it. Peterson walks the line, sends it over to Brooks. Brooks makes a move. He blows an edge. Oh, one-handed on the stick, and he pushes it in deep. Wessel comes away with it. He gets it up the sideboard, and Fury able to clear. And Peterson knocked down behind the play. No call. And great save by Max Stutzer on a complete blown call as Peterson was yanked down behind the play. Blues will make a wholesale line change as Fury were taking their time bringing it back in. They go far side, deflects off something. Kamadowski grabs it, clears to the point. They take a shot. That goes far side. They can't handle that. Satansky picks it up. He leads it forward for Crowley. Ref skate blocks that one again, and here they come back into the Blues zone. Miniman grabs it in the corner. He tries to go behind the net. He gets hit. Satansky goes and grabs it. He's going to hold it there for a minute. Miniman comes away with it. He hits Kamadowski. Kamadowski hits Harris, and here come the Blues into the zone. Harris takes it to the outside, drops for Kamadowski. Kamadowski's shot goes behind the net. Picked up by Harris. Harris, he battles two players behind the net, and that's going to do it. Not the win the Blues were looking for. They needed a couple more to have that one count for something good, but it's a win nonetheless. Blues win 5-2 over the Fury.
Yeah, Blaze.
We will be back tomorrow morning for the fourth and final game of this set, 10:50 at the Orbit Ice Arena against the Windy City Storm. Until then, we'll see ya.